Python for Beginners, Module 2, Variables and Data Types. So what is a variable or what are variables? Variables are used to store data, values. Variables are containers for data. You can assign a value to a variable using the equal operator. So here in variables, we can see or we can store some of the data like numbers, name, or even an operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division, or many other operations. So variable is like a container. It's like a bag where you can store things, just like a simple container. So if I give a value like a is equal to 5, so this 5 will be assigned to a, and if I use it for some other operations like sum equal to 5 plus a, then the result of sum will be equal to 10. That means this variable is assigned, or the constant is assigned to this variable a. Now a will act as this particular constant. So this is how a variable work. This does not only work for the numbers, it can also be a name. There are certain rules for naming variables. First one is variable names can contain letters, numbers and underscores. It should start with a letter or an underscore, not a number. It is case sensitive. That means age and age are considered as different, not the same. Only the same kind of letter will be considered if you are using it in any other part of the program. And we cannot use Python keywords like if, while, for, all those things. We will see these things in the program. We will see how to use variable. I'll write name equal to some name as dr, and I will run the program and write print name. So this name SDR is stored in variable name. So if I give print name, it will be printed. So this is how a variable will work. Even if you are storing a number like 5, if I run it, it will print that number. Or if you are storing an operation, it will give you the result. Or if you're storing some boolean operation like whether 5 is greater than 6, so it will say it is false or true, like that. So different operation you can perform using the variable, and it should always start with letter, not with number. If I use some number uh, like this, so let me see whether I'll get result. No, it will show an error. But if you use an underscore, then it will show you the exact output like this. And you cannot use the predefined statements like if I use that, what is the output? Let me see. So it will show some error. This is how you use a variable. The coming slides we will see how it is being used in a program. Next one is introduction to data types. Data types define the type of value a variable holds. Python has several built-in data types such as integer, which gives you the whole number, float, which gives you the decimal numbers like 3.14 minus 0.5. String is nothing but letters or text like hello Python inside a double quote or single quote. Bool, which is nothing but boolean values. It is either true or false. And also dynamic typing. Variables in Python can change types. So here if I assign a is equal to 5, and if I give type a, if I run it, it will show it as integer. If I give it as 5.1, and if I run it, it will give you as float. If I write a letter inside double quote or single quote, you will see what happens. it will give you string. Or if I give 5 is greater than 6, and this is boolean operation, it will give you bool. So this is how a type is defined. So one more thing about this is, if I change the type, like initially I have written 5 is greater than 6, but later I have changed in the program, like it is trr something, and if I run it, the second one will be considered, not the first one. These are the rules of how the data types are used. We will see how it is used in programs. So in data types, we will see how to work with strings, the coming programs. The string operation, you can change the name, like for example, name equal to Alice. I'll just run it, and I will print inside the bracket, I will write name dot upper. So we can see what will happen with the program. So it will be converted into a capital letter. Similarly, if I use print and I will write name inside len, a bracket open and close it, just run it, we'll get what is the number of letter. 5 letters are there in Alice. Next one, we will see how to use numeric data types like integer and float. We will see how the operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division are done. So I'll just define a is equal to 5 and b is equal to 10. We will see how the different operations like addition, add is equal to a plus b, or we will do one thing, we will directly print it, print a plus b will print 15. Again I will write print a minus b, so that will also be printed. Print a star, for multiplication we have to use star b. Again print a divided by b. This is how simply you can perform different mathematical or arithmetic operations. So if I change this to 5.1, then also you will get the results similar to what you have made changes. So this is float and the previous one is integer. And in case of division, if you want to get only the whole number, not the decimal number, you can use double slash. So that will give you the quotient only, like this. So this is how different operations are performed. It is dynamic, that it can handle integer and float whenever you assign it to a variable. Unlike C programming, in C programming you need to define it as integer or float initially itself. Here in Python it will define itself whenever it is defined by the user. So that's why if I change it to some other value 5.225 or 445, it will accept that number and the calculations will be done. So like that. This is how data type related operations can be performed. Next one is boolean data type. So boolean data type usually involves conditional statements like greater than, lesser than, or equal to like this, or not equal to, not equal to. These are the operations. Like if I ask questions like 5 greater than 6, a equal to 5 greater than 6, and if I print a, so we will see what is the result we are getting. We are getting true or false. These are nothing but the conditional statement. If I change it to lesser than or equal to, it will give true. Or if I use equal to means you have to use double equal. This will compare if 5 is equal to 6 or not. So this is false. If I change this 5 to 6, then it is true. And if I use not equal like this, then it is false because 6 is equal to 6. If I change this number to 7, then it will turn into true. So this is how a boolean operation is performed. It can be lesser than, greater than, lesser than or equal to, greater than or equal to, and as well as not equal to. In coming classes, we may see some of the programs related to these boolean operations. Hands-on assignment on this module is create a variable for your name, age, and whether you like Python, true or false. Second one is print a sentence using these variables. Try it on your own. This will conclude the module 2.